And welcome to the Mark and Matt Sports Talk Show. It has been a long time. I know, but we're back. We're here, and it is exciting times. We're in the NFL playoffs. There's 14 teams remaining, and we're going to give our takes. And starting off with our man, our Cowboys expert in Frisco, Texas, we got our boy Ant-Man. How you doing? How's it up there in good old Texas?
Yeah, totally in Texas, boys. It's a nice 10 degrees outside.
Sheesh,
Icy
really cold over there.
Hey, that's crazy.
And Texas, that cold?
But glad to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you here too. You can give us our Cowboy takes. And we also got our man down in Foxborough in the Boston Inquirer. We've got our man Humes. How is it up there in Boston?
You know, it's a brisk 40 degrees right now. I could see Mac Jones from my window. Because he's studying his playbook right now. I think
awesome.
He'll be ready to go for Sunday or Saturday, I should say.
Well, let's hope he's ready for Saturday. He's got a big task ahead of him. And then we got our San Francisco 49ers locker room expert, the man, the myth, the legend, Andrew.
Weight room expert.
I'm a weight room expert. Yeah, I'm just the guy who cleans their jerseys. No, I'm just kidding.
You're just a water boy?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Yeah, I'm just ready for Debo to keep carrying this team.
Ooh, okay. And then
already,
let's hope that doesn't happen. And then let's have my little bro Matt. What is up? Are you ready for them boys?
Internet's super bad right now.
It's okay. You know what? You won't be as bad as Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
too early. I
Shots
know.
fired.
I mean, hey, he's not telling lies though. No lies detected.
Well, Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't that bad. I'll give him credit where credit is due.
Hey, he
Jimmy
was
Garoppolo
clutch
was
yesterday.
I feel like he sets himself up in that situation. Because like he threw 2 picks, then he fumbled, got himself, didn't do anything in the first half. Second half he's down. When he's down, then he likes to turn on a switch for some weird reason, and then he starts doing good. I wish he could just do that right away. He has it. It's just he's not consistent in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But we're not going to start. We're going to go in order. Because, there's for some reason the NFL is like, we're going to have a Saturday game, a Sunday game, and a Monday game.
I don't get that. Whatever.
No one gets that.
Hey, I feel bad for the Monday team.
I know the Monday team's the worst one.
What? That's a good matchup.
No. Like
scheduling.
what? Like they got to play Monday and then they got to prepare for Sunday.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it's
6
rough for
days
those
off.
teams. It's not fair.
I mean, it's not. But you know what? Life's not fair. So you know what? It is what it is. But we'll start off with our first matchup on Saturday morning, or actually Saturday afternoon. And it's between the Raiders and the Bengals. Ooh. I have an opinion I want to give, but since we got our Patriots insider here, you've seen the Raiders and the Bengals. What do you think of this matchup going in? What are you looking forward to seeing between these two teams?
Okay, I'm saying this as a joke, but the Raiders really could have used Henry Ruggs in this game. Honestly, they could have really used him in this game. It's like, it just goes to show Henry Ruggs, dude, bro, you just ruined your whole career. You just threw it all away. Your life's pretty much over. Having said that, I think this is actually a winnable game for the Raiders, I got to say, because I actually do like the Raiders D-line, especially I haven't watched them that much all year, but seeing them play the Chargers yesterday, and I think Max Crosby is really good. He was killing whoever the right tackle for the Chargers was. And we know Bengals O-line is their weak link. So if they could get good pressure against the Bengals O-line, I think they could cause some troubles. But the problem with the Raiders is they have no cornerbacks. So if Joe Burrow can get the ball to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, it's a wrap, because their yak yards are going to be pretty crazy. So I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I think it's going to be fairly high scoring. I'm going to say high 20s, maybe low 30s. But I think Bengals will win 31-24.
I like that. I like the score. Matt, do you agree with Ewan's statement here about the Bengals? I don't think he can hear.
My mind is an enigma.
Your mind is truly an enigma. You know that. What do you think of the Bengals and the Raiders?
Who? What?
He just wants to go to the Cowboys top.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to get to the Cowboys. I'm kind of done with the Bengals. I mean, I love the Bengals. I love Jamar Chase. Kid's a natural superstar at this point. But last time they played, it was just all Joe Mixon. Not even any of the Raiders could stop Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon just forcefully willed himself over that team. They just couldn't do anything. My theory is that they're going to reverse it on him again, though, and they're going to go heavy pass this time. But I do expect a big day for Joe Mixon. I expect the Raiders to narrowly lose. So I take the Bengals in this one.
Wow. Well, how you did have Joe Burrow in fantasy, so it would make sense you'd go with him.
I like Joey B.
You're welcome, Mateo.
Thank you for the Jamar Chase, but he didn't.
Jamar Chase for Allen Robinson. That was pretty smart.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you gave him up for a bag of cookies, man. Like, come on.
Honestly, a bag of cookies would have been better than Allen Robinson, dude.
I feel bad for you. That's just Matt Nagy, but fortunately he got fired for his
That's true.
his coaching.
It's all right.
We love Matt Nagy here. You know what, Andrew? What do you think of what's it called? What do you think of the Bengals Raiders? Are you taking the Bengals too, or are you gonna go with the Raiders?
I'm gonna take the Bengals as well. I agree with Yuma. I think it's gonna be an offensive shootout. I don't really see a defensive outing from either team. I think primarily, I do believe that Bengals will take a pretty big win, but I still think it will be close because Raiders seem to always have like fight in them all this year. Offensively, they've always stayed in it. Usually, I don't remember them getting absolutely blown out like consistently like that at all. So, but they always can stay in it. But yeah, I think the Bengals are going to take this one because of Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is a very talented kid as well. I kind of rooted him since he came into the league, so I kind of have a slight bias on him. And also Jamar Chase, he kind of came out of it. Well, he was expected to be good, but then in the beginning it was like slow start, but then he just absolutely exploded, and he's just absolutely tearing it up. No one really expected that or prepared for that as well. So I think he's an absolute stud. But yeah, I think their offense, I don't really see any holes, honestly, in their offense. Defensively, or except for the O-line, obviously. But the defensively, obviously, yeah, that's not their, definitely not a strong point in there. And but yeah, I'm going Bengals probably. I say the score is going to be 30, I'm going to say 37-34, something like that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Man, we got a bunch of
a high score game.
Got a shootout.
wow. All you guys choosing the Bengals, man. Yuma over here literally listed every positive thing of the Raiders, and then decided to still go with the Bengals. You know what I have to say about that? Just win, baby. The Raiders. They're gonna get this dub. They're gonna get it. Derek Carr's gonna carry them. Joe Burrow's never played in a playoff game, so we don't even know how he's gonna
Neither has Derek Carr.
Yeah, there's Derek Carr.
He tends to disappear. Okay, Joe Burrow tends to disappear. We all know that. Derek Carr only disappears against teams that are colored in red. And the Bengals are orange.
So obvious.
Okay. But let's be honest, it's gonna be close, as you guys all mentioned. But I'm giving it to the Raiders. It should be fun.
Yeah, honestly, can we just stop? I know we have to move on, but can we just stop and take a moment just to reflect on how crazy the Raiders season was? First, you had the tale of Gruden's emails. Then the Raiders literally drafted a killer onto their team instead of taking CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson. And then their other first-round pick decided, you know what? I'm going to pull out all my guns on Instagram. Gets cut on the team the next day. And then they literally had another DUI incident. I mean, the fact that they made the playoffs with the four things I just mentioned is insane to me. That blows my mind. That means that is the definition of chaos. That's like I think the Joker would be proud to see the Raiders locker room. It's literally chaos. He'd be like, mwah, mwah, I love this chaos. I love this craziness. I mean,
I think it's just Vegas, man. I think Vegas is just a bad This is a bad spot for young people to go.
It's just
For people in
Vegas.
general.
True.
Honestly. So,
I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna say 30. I'm gonna take them 33-30.
Thank you, Marco. I appreciate that. The curse of Marvin Lewis still lives in Cincinnati.
Oh, it does, and I'm gonna tell you why. See, the Raiders' defense. In this game, there is no such thing as defense. These teams' defenses are absolutely awful. They literally have no defense. The Raiders have, other than Max Crosby, what do the Raiders have? Nothing.
Yannick
What do the
Ngakoue,
Bengals
what are
have?
you talking about?
Nothing.
What do you
And
mean
the Bengals
nothing?
O-line is trash. The Raiders O-line also trash. It's gonna be all offense. They're gonna be slinging the ball. I expect the Waller to have a big day. Josh Jacobs been hot recently. I expect Jamar Chase. He's a superstar. You could argue he's probably the best pick in the draft, but that's a debatable right there. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders. I think Derek Carr. He just proved to me he could win a clutch. The game against the Chargers, that was a playoff game. He's clutch. He won. I'm going Raiders. I pick Raiders to move on. And so our other AFC game, we got the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Oh, Yuma, we both know you are a diehard Patriots fan and our insider in Foxborough. You know, give us. Do you think the Patriots stand a chance here? Do you think they're gonna win, pull it out?
I'll give them a chance, right? Because it's a one-game scenario. Anything can happen in one game. But having said that, you know, the first time when the Patriots and the Bills played, Mac Jones threw 3 passes. And they somehow won, right? That's more of an indictment to the Bills than the Patriots. How are you going to let a quarterback throw 3 times and you lose 14-10? But the most recent game when they played, Josh Allen pretty much cooked the Patriots. And I think the Bills are tired of being the little brother in the AFC East. And, unbiased take, I obviously am going to be rooting for the Patriots. But I think the Bills are going to blow them out. I think it's going to be close for a while just because, Coach Belichick could have those boys ready. But I think third quarter on is probably when they're going to start to crack. And I'm going to say the final score will be 27-13. Bills.
Ooh.
Yikes. Anthony, would you want to give your take on the Bills in here? Do you disagree?
Well, I was looking at the weather here because I feel like the weather is going to play a part. But it's going to be actually a pretty nice day. A nice and cool 14 degrees. Perfect for Josh Allen to throw the ball, No, to be honest, Buffalo will continue to lose to New England. They've won once in the regular season, but it will not happen again. Josh Allen's streaky, To me, he's like Dak Prescott.
Oh, whoa. We don't talk bad about Dak here.
They sometimes they show up, and sometimes they just like to go to the 50-yard line and drop a squat. So that's just how Josh Allen is. And you get Bill Belichick in the playoffs.
Preach, Anthony, preach.
That's a different breed right there. So I like the Patriots. It's going to be close, of course, because Bills, although I don't think they're going to win, they're still a solid team, so it's going to be a close game. But I think Bill Belichick in that defense is going to show up.
Andrew, do you agree with the sentiment going on here? Do you agree with the Bills, or you got the Patriots?
Man, honestly, I'm very I like both points from both Yuma and Anthony very much because honestly, I really can't pick a side. I feel like it could be either coaching or with what Anthony mentioned about Josh Allen being streaky and all that, just especially from the first matchup they played. Obviously, on paper, I feel like Bill should be able to just smack on the Patriots, but honestly, I don't feel like that will happen. That's just how I feel. But honestly, I just don't think that will happen. Honestly, I still don't really have a side to pick. And also, I don't have too much information on them too much. But I'd probably, if I were to lean, I'd lean slightly towards the Bills. I would slightly lean towards the Bills, but honestly, I feel like it could go either way. Honestly, so yeah.
Little Matt, do you agree? Do you like the Bills in this situation, or like the Patriots?
I prefer the Patriots. I think a heavy dose of run game and some good defense will be able to stop these Bills. But what's going to come down to is Mac Jones and how he plays. If he can lessen the amount of errors and mistakes, no interceptions, that's obviously going to be a big help to the Patriots, because that run game and that time clock just gets eaten up by that run game. And Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson are two, I feel, young backs that are trying to etch their name into the NFL. And I think that the Patriots are going to be able to lean on them and their tough defense to be able to take out the Bills. I'm predicting a close game, though, of like 25 to like 22.
Wow. Dang, there's a lot of disrespect for Bills Mafia here, I guess, but I think a lot of Bills Mafia will be jumping off tables after the game against the Patriots, because I think they're going to stomp the Patriots. See, okay, this is personal. I had the Patriots defensive fantasy, and they got -2 against the Bills in Foxborough. So now they're going back to Buffalo, right? Where the elements, granted, both teams play in the snow, but I don't know. The Josh Allen just looks good. And the Patriots offense looks like doo-doo right now. They lost to the Dolphins. They literally lost to an armless quarterback, Tua. Tua literally has no arm. He's a left-handed QB that can barely throw. He's like, eh. So, I'm going to take the Bills. I think they're going to stomp them. I think they're going to take out like.
What's your score?
I think like 30 to like 13. I think they're going to curb stomp them.
We're about the same.
So, you said it yourself.
I did.
You're a Patriots fan, and you agree, like, the Bills are tired of being, like, pushed around like the little kid in the schoolyard. Like, give me your lunch money. The Bills are like, nah, we're going to return the favor. So, I like the Bills here. I think they're going to do well. And give them a good old Buffalo. And then, like I said, Bills Mafia are going to be jumping off tables and breaking them everywhere throughout the land. It'll be great. But all right, now moving on to the Sunday games, we have the Eagles and Tampa Bay, and we know that we're gonna have to go back to you again. We both, for the third straight time, we both know you're a huge Tom Brady supporter. Is this game gonna be a blowout, or you think it's gonna be a little closer than a lot of people are expecting?
I think no one's giving the Eagles a shot. I think that's just kind of the sentiment. But I feel like this is going to be actually a really close game into the fourth quarter. Bucs are really injured right now. Like, they have a lot of key starters that are out, both on defense and offense. I think we don't have to really talk about the AB situation. Mr. Big Chest, Mr. Courier is over. Could have used him, but Bucs, they really don't have much weapons right now, right? Because they have Mike Evans. They have Gronk, but aside from those two, it's a bunch of no names. Rashawn Perriman, Cyril Grayson, Scotty Miller. You have to be like a Bucs fan to really know who those guys are. Yeah,
Scotty Miller.
So I think it's gonna be pretty close. The Eagles still have a pretty good D line and an O line. So I am a little worried, but you can never bet against Brady, especially in the playoffs. So I think it's gonna be pretty close. Kind of like the first matchup, the Bucs were handling business for a good while, and then the Eagles kind of came back. I think the game is going to be more or less similar to that first matchup, and I have the score being a one-score game. I have it 28-21 Bucs.
Interesting. I'm going to take the lead on this one because, I'm a Cowboys fan and there's a lot of Eagles fans out there. Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with that statement. I think the Eagles are going to turn into fried chicken against Tom Brady. He's going to eat them up. Just saying, all birds, they all taste like chicken. Falcons, Seahawks, Eagles, doesn't matter. Ravens, they all taste like chicken. They're going to get stomped because it's the Eagles. And I'm going to give you a stat right here. The Eagles have they've only beaten one team with a winning record this year. They have a combined record of 1-8 against winning teams. 1-8. And they are 8-1 against teams with losing records. That includes the Jets, and that includes the Jaguars. Those teams are not good, and the Lions. So yeah, the Eagles, you know, we miss our man Danny. You know, he's a part of the Philadelphia Inquirer, speaks for the Eagles faithful, but Brady's going to be eating some wings on Sunday night, on Sunday afternoon. He's going to eat some chicken wings. He's going to handle them easily. Even, yes, Antonio Brown, he's the epitome of 2021, COVID, injuries, men, I don't know, just ripping jerseys off and running off on the field. I guess that's the new thing in football. And you know what? They're still going to win. It's Brady. Are you really going to doubt this man? He has 7 Super Bowls. Just stop it. Just stop it. You're kidding yourself. You think he's going to lose to the Eagles, okay? It should not be there. You made the playoffs, buddy. Sayonara. So, you get Brady. I'm taking Tampa Bay. 32-6. Blowout.
6?
Wow. They're going to get stomped. Curb stomped. Out of the playoffs. Just like that.
Disrespect.
Yeah, that is disrespectful. At least I hate the Eagles, but that's disrespectful indeed.
Now, Marco, you gotta be honest. Is that the Cowboy fan in you talking, or is that the analyst in you talking?
It's both. You know, it works both ways. You know, see, when I watch the Cowboys game, I'm gonna be eating some chicken wings. It's gonna remind me of the Eagles. You know, so I'm like, I'm thinking like how Brady's thinking. You know, because you know when you feast on the Eagles defense, you gotta think of them as like fried chicken. They're just easy pickings. Their defense is not good. Their team they shouldn't be there. They were in the NFC least. They were in a division with the straight gutter trash Giants and the Washington Deadskins, Redskins, whatever you want to call them. They're awful. They literally beat the Jets. That's not a compliment. Eagles, had a great season, been in the playoffs.
Washington football team actually stands for We Fight Teammates.
Oh man.
Anthony, support me here. Do really come on. Eagles are gonna get stomped, right?
To be honest, do we really need to discuss Tampa Bay anymore? I mean, it's Tampa Bay. Okay, it's over. I think we can all agree.
I agree. I don't even.
Let's go on. Let's go on.
Let's go into a real game.
Tampa Bay. I'm choosing Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa all the way.
Just experience with Brady. Honestly, it's just Brady, really.
He's been there so many times. He doesn't even.
Yes.
Now you don't have to think.
We don't need to talk about Brady eating fried chicken on Sunday. I agree.
Fair enough.
Now the game that's for real men that everybody wants to see. The 49ers and the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Okay. I'm sorry. I need to get that out there. Okay. You know what, Andrew? Since you're a diehard Niners fan and you're the water boy for the team, what do you think the Niners are gonna? What are your raw emotions of this game?
Well, since I'm the water boy, I can't tell you their game plan. I know a little bit.
Run it up the middle.
I hear a little bit of stuff from Shanahan and all that, but nah. But for real, I think this actually be a super exciting game. I'm super looking forward to it. Honestly, for who I'm leaning to, I'm obviously gonna have a slight bias towards Niners, but being realistic. I honestly think, obviously, Dak is definitely a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo, honestly, because Jimmy just makes too many mistakes. He takes too many mistakes and too consistently. And I honestly think the only way Niners can really win is their pass rush. Our secondary is very iffy, as our pass rush is doing well, and also our run game. Not just running with like Elijah Mitchell, a rookie who's been really good, but primarily also utilizing Debo as much as you can. In the pass game, just especially with the yak, he has an insane amount of yards after catch, and also end arounds and honestly run plays with Debo. Honestly, just using Debo as much as you can. And I think it's gonna be a super good matchup. And also with the Cowboys have a bunch of offensive weapons. Honestly, I don't see any holes in their offense. And then defensively, I honestly think they have a pretty solid defense as well. Compared to years past, I think they have a pretty solid defense this year. So I think it's actually a fairly even matchup. But if I were to take, I'm going to have to take the Niners probably, I'm going to say like 31-27.
31-27.
It's a good
Dang.
game.
31-28. My fault. 31-28.
Ooh,
Anthony, do you want to go or Mateo? You want to go?
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the Niners right now, man. They came off a high win, beating the Rams. They're pumped up. They're ready to go into Dallas, but Dak and the boys are ready. They have been playing. They came back from a 6-10 season, injuries. They've been waiting a long time for this game. All I can see is that either this game is going to be very high scoring or very one-sided. And I'm favoring Dallas when it comes to the one-sided. My prediction for the score is 31-16 Dallas.
What?
Hey,
Wow.
Herb stomp. Ka-chow.
What is happening, bro? Not against that pass rush.
We'll see. Dallas and Micah Parsons, they're ready to eat. They're hungry. They want to go. They want to see Tom Brady again. They want to go. They have a revenge match with him waiting in the divisional.
They got to face his little brother first, man.
I don't know though. Jimmy Garoppolo, more like Jimmy Piccolo,
Jimmy
makes too many mistakes. I just think he throws. I could see a bunch of interceptions going to Trevon Diggs' way, and I don't know. I feel like the Dallas. It's gonna be hard locking up Debo, but with such a high-powered offense that we have, the number one offense in the league, I don't know if the defense of the Niners can contain that for too long. So I'm putting all my chips in on Dallas on this one. So we'll see.
Anthony, you take the floor. Take the floor.
Look, I won't take too long. I know some of us got to head out here pretty quick. But look, quick analyzation. This game's going to be won in two ways. For sure, it's going to be in the trenches. Whatever team can dominate on the line, I feel like it's going to obviously dominate this game. And also tackling. Because Andrew brought out some good points. Deebo Samuel is a literal walking cheetah and beast. The man can break tackles. I think him and Tony Pollard must have the same mother because they literally just know how to break tackles. They're beasts. But in the end, I think although Mike McCarthy will be watching his menu instead of the clock, trying to order his next burger, we still will pull out a win. It's going to be close. And I think all I got to say is...
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
That's so cheesy. It's really funny.
Mike McCarthy does scare me. I think he must have went to the school of clock management for dummies because I don't think he knows how to stop a clock or tell the time because he's horrible. He's so bad. And then our kicker dragged the leg. Can't even make a simple field goal. He's so bad. He's so bad. I'm picking Cowboys. I'm just going to leave it short. But are you also picking the boys or going with the Niners really quick?
I'm going to pull the upset. I'm gonna pick the Niners to win.
Wow. I see
think
how
as
it is, Yuma. I choose the
As long
Patriots.
as Jimmy G, if he does not turn the ball over, they are going to win. I think Jimmy G is honestly the most frustrating quarterback to watch. And I'm not even the biggest Niners fan, but 1 second he'll be throwing lasers to Brandon Ayuk or Debo. And then the next play, he'll be throwing triple coverage in a George Kittle for a pick.
Exactly.
And it's like, Jimmy, what are you looking at? It's like
so frustrating.
You've seen Ghost.
So I could imagine, as a Niners fan, it'd be frustrating to watch. But I think as long as Jimmy could keep the turnovers to 1 or 0, I think the Niners have what it takes to pull off the upset. And one last thing, I will take Kyle Shanahan over Mike McCarthy as a coach. I think Mike McCarthy, you guys have had some close calls with his timeout blunders. I think he's going to cost you one timeout. He's gonna challenge a play when he shouldn't be challenging, then challenge is going to be upheld, and he's going to lose a timeout, and then that timeout's going to be needed down the clutch.
Y'all, please.
And I think I forgot the Niners kicker's name.
Robbie
Gold. But I think he's gonna do what Mason Crosby did to y'all a couple of years ago.
Stop.
PTSD. I'm getting PTSD.
Go like a 50-yard field goal.
Mute him. How do you mute him?
I'm muting him right now. I'm muting him right. Oh, that's not the mute. He's muted.
Yeah.
There you go.
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
That was
Finally.
painful. Please
No.
stop.
Painful to hear.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. We don't need you to be unmuted forever.
Andrew, I got you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Robert
Appreciate
Gold's gonna kick a game-winning field goal. It's gonna be 34-31.
All I'm gonna say is Michael
Niners.
Parsons is gonna be a beast. He's like we call the Cowboys D lines called the Pride of Lions. We're gonna be feasting on that gazelle, and that's gonna be Jimmy Garoppolo and the Pride of Lions are all gonna eat. Cowboys are winning 31-27. On it. All right, moving on. It's the Steelers versus the Chiefs. Do we really think the Steelers stand a chance?
No, we'll take
no.
the Chiefs.
Yeah, we don't need.
I'm taking Chiefs.
Bye,
That's
Big
not
Burger
even-
Ben.
it. Chiefs.
We
He had
appreciate
a
that.
good season.
Bye,
He's
bye,
got
bud.
those. He's got 2 stones for feet. So I think that's all we got to say there.
Yeah, there's not much to say.
Yeah, Steelers are allergic to offense. It's over.
I love Najee Harris running into a brick wall, though. It's amazing. No offensive line. Love it. Yeah, Steelers gonna get stomped. Okay, the most important, not most important, but a good game. The Cardinals and the Rams. I'm taking the Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray. The Rams, I don't know about you, but they lost to the Niners. I don't know, Matthew Stafford, I think he's a choke artist. I think he's gonna choke. They're gonna get yacked out of the playoffs by the Cardinals. I know them got D-Hop, but I think this is a hot take. Kyler Murray is better than Matt Stafford, but that's just me.
I agree.
Respect that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I feel like Matt Stafford right now is like on a terrible cold streak right now because he's just absolutely playing terrible these last few games. For some reason, he just keeps turning the ball over a lot. But yeah, I probably have to go with Cardinals on this. But I honestly don't think it's gonna be absolute blowout. It's gonna be extremely close. Again, it could go both ways, but yeah, I'm gonna take Cardinals as well.
Any NFC West game always just turns out really weird, and just things that usually don't happen in the NFL game happens in an NFC West game.
For real, though.
And I see that
For real.
something weird's gonna happen, but give me D-Hop and Kyler. They're gonna take that W.
He's not playing though.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
He's out.
Really, D-Hop's gonna be out?
He's
Knocked
out for season.
He's out towards
What?
ACL, buddy.
He
Wow,
did.
where have I been? I thought he
Dang, I
just
didn't
hurt his
know that either.
hamstring.
No.
He tore his ACL. I didn't know that.
He's gone.
Hey, rest
I know.
in peace, Diop. I had you.
I didn't know he tore his ACL. Oh my, okay. That changes things.
That
Give me
actually
the-
does change.
It changes a lot.
Dang.
Matera, you also taking the Cardinals too?
You know, since everyone's taking the Cardinals, I'm going to take the Rams. I think after a deflating loss to the Niners, they're going to want to get back on track. They have already played Kyler Murray and Cardinals already like 2 times. So they know what to expect. And especially with no D-Hop at this point, it makes it 10 times easier for the Rams to be able to isolate and lock down certain players, especially since D-Hop isn't there. I'm expecting Rams to win, but it's going to be a very, very close game. But like Anthony said, a lot of weird things happen in the NFC West, so we'll see what happens. But I'm taking Matthew Stafford and the Rams. My score prediction is 24-19.
Agree. Ooh, I like that score. That's cool. I like it, but I think the Cardinals are gonna win though. But that's just me. Okay, before we wrap it up, because we gotta go. I know we gotta hit the road. We got a life. We're all busy. Who do you picking to win the Super Bowl? Who's going to the Super Bowl in each conference, and who are we picking to win? Anthony, starting with you.
We them boys. That's it. We're gonna take out Brady. We're gonna take out Rodgers, and we're gonna take out Mahomes. Give me Cowboys over Chiefs, 38-35.
Whoa.
Yeah, what do you
Me,
think?
Greg the Leg from 59.
Oh,
No,
that guy's
stop
also bad.
it.
No. Don't give me a heart attack, please. Got too much anxiety thinking about that.
I'm gonna say with absolutely no confidence, I think it's gonna be the Bucs and the Titans in the Super Bowl. And I don't trust Green Bay. They're 0-4 since they last won an NFC Championship game. So at this point, they should be favored to represent the NFC. But until they actually do it, I don't have any more faith in them, especially after last year. I thought they should have went to the Super Bowl last year. So I'm gonna pick the Bucs with no confidence. And then I don't think anyone's gonna want to play Tennessee, especially with Derrick Henry coming back.
On a bye.
I don't even know how they got the number 1 seed without Derrick Henry for like half the season.
Yeah, like half the season.
It's actually pretty amazing. So Mike Vrabel should be coach of the year for sure. And I just don't think the Chiefs are that like they used to have the aura of like invincibility, but honestly, I don't think they're as good as years prior. So I think Chiefs are going to lose to one of these teams, and they're not going to get to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say Bucs and Titans, and I think the Bucs are going to repeat.
Wow. I think there's a little bias there with the Brady, but that's just me. Mateo, are you also going? Or what's your pick right here for the
Well,
Super
I'm
Bowl?
going with the man, the myth, the legend, Tana Goat. He's gonna lead them to the Super Bowl.
And it goes.
Derrick Henry.
No,
Yeah.
He stinks.
no, he's
Tannehill.
not a goat.
He's Tana Goat. He's Tana Goat. He has reclaimed his throne. Even though in fantasy he was horrible, he has led his team to the first seed. He's gonna take them all the way, and I think they're gonna beat in the last part. I think they're gonna beat the Rams.
Can't believe you picked Tannehill over Matt Stafford and Tom Brady in fantasy, but that's besides the point.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter. Tana Goat is gonna lead his men. He's got all his healthy players back. He's got Julio. He's got AJ. He's got Derrick Henry. They're ready. Their defense has been way better than last season. They're ready to go. So I'm going all the way with Tana Goat and Tennessee Titans.
Andrew, are you agreeing with this man's logic here, or are you going to something different?
I do agree on the AFC. I do agree it's going to be the Titans. I think those guys are juggernaut, especially with Derrick Henry back now. So if he can get his legs running and going under him, I mean, I think they could go pretty far. And I honestly think they're going to be the ones to win it. And I would for the NFC, I'd probably have to say I'm going to have to choose my Niners. Honestly, I'm going to have to choose my Niners to go. But respectfully, I
So insufferable.
I don't see anybody really beating the Titans right now, honestly. So
Respect it.
I like it.
I respect that.
Okay, yeah,
Respect that.
Derrick Henry is gonna go off and just destroy the entire AFC. So I agree with all you on the Titans, but I have to go. I'm a Cowboys fan,
You
but
better not say Cowboys.
you know,
Titans,
I
Cowboys.
have to go with the man. You know, he said the maybe famous words, "I still own you. I still own you." It's Aaron Rodgers. You all need to stop down this man. Doesn't matter if he's immunized, if he's not immunized. He's got the discount double check belt. He's gonna own all y'all, and he's gonna win the Packers another Super Bowl. And
Doubting
Aaron
this
Rodgers will
man.
be
When did this man
officially
won
selected as a Hall of
anything? It's been
Famer.
forever since he's been in the Super Bowl. He continues
goes-
to choke.
They're
Exactly.
stacked.
He goes
The
13-3
Packers are
after
stacked.
every
The Packers are
single
literally
year
stacked.
and
Aaron
loses to
Jones,
the Niners
Devontae Adams are
for
stacked.
some weird reason.
But the
Niners own the Packers, especially in the playoffs. Doesn't
The
matter
Niners
who's
are gonna
quarterback.
Niners are gonna beat the Packers in divisional.
No, they're not. They've not played the Packers in Lambeau. Second, there's Devontae Adams, and they got Aaron Jones. Those three alone, with the offensive line and their defense, Packers defense is not horrible. It's good enough to get them to the Super Bowl. And Aaron Rodgers trying to prove something. He's trying to prove he's like a Hall of Famer. You know, this is his legacy on the line. And you know, I think my Cowboys will go to the NFC Championship game. He still owns us. He still owns us because
How dare you?
Mike McCarthy.
End
I'm
this.
sorry.
Just
I'm
end
sorry.
this.
I'm
End
sorry.
this video now.
But we will see. We will see. Thank you for all coming. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Timestamps will be down in the description below if you want to just skip around the matches or whatever. Anyway, have a good day. And how about them Cowboys?
Ooh.
Peace.